This woman couldn't move her body, but her mind was perfectly clear. Seeing her husband comforting her heartbroken mother every day, the woman was deeply moved by his sense of responsibility. She also felt very guilty for being in a vegetative state and unable to be by his side. But what she didn't expect was that her husband and her best friend had gotten involved with each other. They were even planning to transfer all of her assets away. Seeing her husband and best friend betray her together, the woman was furious. But no matter how she waved her arms, she could never touch them. At that moment, her consciousness suddenly sank into darkness. She simply couldn't accept that the wealth she had worked so hard for over the years would be lost. By the grace of God, the woman in a vegetative state suddenly woke up. Just as she was still in shock, a man claiming to be a wealthy businessman walked in. It turned out this man was her husband's business rival. He had come to find her in order to bring down her husband's company. From this man's words, she learned that losing consciousness had been her husband's scheme all along. After learning the truth, the woman decided to make her husband pay the price. The first step was to pretend to be the sister of this wealthy man. She deliberately staged a scene in front of her husband, pretending to be chased by a group of thugs. Her goal was to approach her husband under a new identity. However, when the man saw her face clearly, he was stunned. He mistakenly thought the woman had already woken up. Fortunately, the woman's bodyguards arrived in time. They introduced her as the only daughter of the richest family. But the man simply couldn't believe there could be two people who looked exactly the same. The woman expressed her gratitude for the man's help. Only then did the man temporarily lower his guard. To ensure his plan went smoothly, the man went to the hospital and saw his wife lying in bed. However, he had already fallen into the woman's trap. He was now completely convinced of her identity as the wealthy heiress, and the woman's first step in her revenge plan was complete.